This is alternative political analysis, and this video will be on the British budget for 2017. And first of all, there's a 17% corporate tax rate now, and that's a tax cut for fat cats. And what happened to all in it together and big society bullshit? I guess they've given up the pretense now, and there will be an 18p to 24p per litre sugary drink tax, and this is a fiscal attempt to address diabetes. And there's a 9% self-employed national insurance levy, and it will increase to 10% next year and 11% in 2019. And the self-employed tax-free dividend allowance is cut from £5,000 to £2,000 next year, and this is expected to raise £2.6 billion for the government. And Hammond claims self-employment lower national insurance rate cost the British government £5 billion per year. And the Office for Budget Responsibility predicts 2% gross domestic product growth, an increase of 1.4% in projected gross domestic product growth. The Office of Budget Responsibility predicts that gross domestic product growth will be 1.6% in 2018. They had previously said it would be 1.7%. The Office of Budget Responsibility predicts borrowing of £51.7 billion this year. They had previously predicted £68.1 billion this year, and before that they had predicted that there would be borrowing of £55.5 billion this year. And the Office of Budget Responsibility said balancing the books and creating a surplus is out of reach, and they expect £16.8 billion to be borrowed in 2021, and the budget pledges £2 billion to social care over the next 3 years. And they said anti-tax evasion measures will raise £820 million by 2021. The Liberal Democrats wanted an extra £4 billion for social care. Labour wanted between an extra £8 billion and an extra £12 billion for the National Health Service and social care. And a measurely £425 million extra has been allocated to the National Health Service over the next 3 years. And there was £500 million for further education, £300 million for academic research, £216 million for school maintenance, and £320 million for new academies and grammars. And this is class war against comprehensive education and, by extension, the working class. And there's free school transport for children who get free school meals, and free school transport for the children of those who receive maximum working tax credits. And there is also £130 million for women's issues. What about men's issues? Never mind. And there's £216 million investment in broadband internet. And the Tories have created an investment bond with 2.2% interest and it will allow investors to save between £100 and £3,000 over the next 3 years, and they've created a lifetime interest savings account, saving up to £4,000 tax free per year with a sickening £1,000 bonus on top of that. And in the budget there was £910 million for infrastructure and £270 million for industry. And the budget for Scotland increased by £350 million. The budget for Wales increased by £200 million, and the budget for the 6 counties block grant increased by £120 million. In short, I think this budget is inadequate, profligate to the point of being unnecessary in parts, and unreasonably stingy in many other parts. It is a budget for the wealthy that does not address the economic problems of Britain or the economic needs of the working class people of Britain. And the source for the information in this video comes from the Irish Times, the BBC, the Telegraph, which I also like to call the Tory Graph, and the British government's own statistics on the budget. And I would recommend that viewers check out Alternative Political Analysis YouTube channel, Facebook page and blog for more interesting posts and videos on this subject.